Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, the Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly, in the hopes that you will
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer.
His loss. I heard Auntie's in the market for a big, dumb, winsome bodyguard. He'd be paid handsomely in spratwurst and backhanded compliments.
What? A few words from...
Heed your friend's words.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the...
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other...
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if...
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
For the same reason that a sprat would not...
Not quite how I would put it. We simply do not answer to the Consul. I viewed answering his...
If you had nothing to hide, you would have answered his summons. Now, I'm here to make certain you can avoid them no longer.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
You don't look like a scientist.
I'm sure you've heard the rumors that our foodstuff...
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to Arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous but you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. I cannot speak to its purpose.
Or it is yet another...
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul says.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. Secret is a misnomer. The room appears to have been built by mistake. But someone... I will take my leave of...
I shall follow him out. That's done with. He left peaceably.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Yes, but never for long. and it's been many years. I regret we've not had more time to talk.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investment. I have several leads of my own. I shall make certain no other puppets at the console yet seek us. On your way.
You're free to pass, stranger.
Unfamiliar clientele. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies? Talk to my friend. You'd think that a fully stocked auto mechanical repair. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently. As a matter of fact, yes.
I'd gather that their automech programming is just as rigid as the rest of...
Logic can be a funny thing, you understand. One misstep can have the most peculiar Hey, the quartermech is my responsibility. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for... I assume you two have met already? Delphini, best of...
Greetings. State your business. This unit is incapable.
Well...
May this unit always...
Sorry.
Lull detected. Conversational status. Current...
I see. It's mislabeling stuff. Look, for now...
Initiate...
See you soon, I hope.
My erstwhile assistant now that you mention it, there was, after several firm remonstrations, I told it the interior until a more...
Malefactor ahead.
If you need a house call.
Unleash my might upon them!
status currently prospering.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinating, complex ecological method to govern it. The matriarch devised
Outsider?
a meticulously designed marvel where...
Well, look who it is. That is most excellent. Please, thank you. I know once our automechs are all running again, might have to reassess my disdain for non-protectorate individuals. You've been quite kind.
Moment of your time, Commander. Commander? Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, for many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass. On account, I try not to think about. Her research was unconventional, surely. Inquire away. I may even respond. Presiding Bishop Orlo, yes. Ruth Bazaar's predecessor. And better. Now there was a scientician. A true adherent to order principles. Ran an efficient operation to boot. For a while, I'd hoped all this recent brouhaha, the schism, invasion, the rifts, was part of... More time passes. Are you asking me to reveal deep... I doubt you're willing to offer me a thorough accounting of your past assignments. I'm not saying never, but... We only just met, dear, because all the good mathematical terms were already taken by my predecessors. I'm sure, hopefully by my hand. I tried to kill only when... I assume that's in line with your thinking, too. Yes? Yes, this verbal resolution thing is, well, quite novel. I'm amazed how often it actually works. Keep expecting half these hullheads to argue themselves into an early grave. May all...
Graft ain't playing well with the cold. My whole damn arm's asleep.
Indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
Well, don't you look run-up-in...
Hold. We're presently observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Bullets share that same tendency, gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but Cloister has been a difficult front, and losing the... If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss. See that giant glowing structure in the distance there? However, I'd caution you to give it a wide berth. The Archive's under Protectorate control, and they mean to keep it. For every problem, a solution. That's the Order way. Though it's only the finest place on this ice ball. Words aren't sufficient to capture. Avalanche collapsed part of the tunnel to the garden, so the safest path is along the cliffside here. Better bundle up. Temperature's trending down.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
tells me the Order won't be keen on letting an enemy soldier walk through their gates. Reckon I oughta step away? Go ahead. Tell me what ails ya. That poor Amos fella's a bit of an... I don't know how he can stay loyal to her.
Heard that rift near the archive has destabilized. Must be a sign. The
Back in business.
Potato at ready status.
Assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100. 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. Lovely day for differential
No
geometry.
lectures, please.
I have nothing to say, unless you want to discuss the inverse of the Planck function. In which case, I'll talk your ear off.
No one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next senior tenured laureate of the tertiary adjunct school.
Do you see these magnificent weapons? They have the greatest destructive potential.
I have many solutions, but none for your problem.
Another object. Excuse me, I don't think you have the authorization. It's fine, but don't get too close. You won't survive direct contact with the rift. Fascinating. Seems gravity doesn't apply to the rift, but it somehow maintains its position in space relative to the... Salutations. We've been doing our utmost. I suppose it's too much to hope for, but would you...
Captain, I fear I have a confession to make. I have found being present your standpoint just. Any colder I'd be dead. Those particular loudspeakers playing all night. I can't go back up there. I feel like I'm going to cause trouble, and I will show your work a chapter and verse.
Are you there? If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my scout? Are you there? Are you there? If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my scouts? That squad should have reported back hours ago. Are you there? If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my scouts? That squad should have reported back hours ago.
Seems rather extreme. Are you sure you can't simply unbolt it?
As I already stated, the weather has iced over the bolts.
Do I hear hammering from the other stations?
Don't question it. Just glad I brought it.
Paramedic, to the rescue! Sight unseen!
Reloading. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Late brass, raring to go.
Moving to safety.
It looks to be all clear. Please release us. They always come from that big building across the street before they open the gate. We must leave a key in there. It's clear. Go, go, go!
No reason to reason with you.
Very non-scholarly there.
Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado. First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some damned cultists. I don't even know what group you Hollands belong to. Don't care either. Your motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract. If you possess any at all...
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Don't be old with anger
Combatant
now.
scanned.
Just leave.
Taking positions.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
That's not what I'm thinking. Get in here before any more of these hotheads show up.
Smart, huh?
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Time to stupefy. Them down. Stultification in progress. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerability.
Press ready. I need a house call.
You're here. Yes. Should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years?
21 years, 5 months. I've kept up on a few.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anaïs Boujard. Welcome to my backwater
Seer.
No one's called me that in...
We doing introductions? I'm Inez. Don't mind the uniform, I'm freelance.
Charmed, I'm sure. So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends. She's mentioned the little spook show we used to work at. Solving the universal equation is the ultimate purpose of every member of the Order. Our express...
Once an issue was identified, I'd be assigned to address it.
At a certain point, I became one of her assignments. I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations, filling in certain blanks, trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox, risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
Yes.
Really?
The last 20 years, the Order heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. It was a mistake.
If not for you, I'd be... My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed. And there is a troubling... microbes, mantisaurs. Salt tuna might make it. I understand how that sounds. But I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable. I assume all my notes...
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here.
Of all the bureaucratic... Marisol...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end...
I might need a little time to ready this place for I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. Oh yes, I'll stay put here. That seems exceedingly likely.
Mobilizing. Go for torpification. Mitigating the threat. Taking the...
We'll get you healed. Out of sight and on the way. Happy to help. Get straight.
Combatant scan. Torpificator is charged.
Investigating hostile intentions. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Torpificator at ready status. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. To attack. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Investigating hostile intentions.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Commander, you're bleeding.
No combatant on my scope.
To the rescue! Sight unseen. Someone call for a medic.
Combatant scan. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
So, you folk just drop into a war zone, find an empty building, and set up shop? Keep it up, and we'll name a vodka flavor after
head
you.
inside. Just don't cause any...
Come in. Let me know if anything catches your eye.
Takes all sorts. Stop that scrounging around.
Let me know if you're looking for anything. Making a profit. What else?
Feel free to use the workbench. Just don't break it.
I'll be collecting the price on your head now. No, traditionally. Very good.
Ratcheting up by aggression. Target back in business.
Yeah, be numb. Let's get you healed. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
law. Ain't no telling how many folk got caught up in this. Every life taken, dozens more are shattered.
Resorting to by-combatant scan. Standing by to stupefy.
Just raring to go.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Short on targets at the moment.
Out of sight, on the way. Happy to help, discreetly. I spied some books with interesting covers in your room, Marisol. Don't suppose you ever lend them out?
Oh, you'd hardly be interested, dear. They're about Gaussian functions, atomical electrodynamics, very few illustrations. Not for lay people.
I don't know. That electrodynamics one sounds like a page-turner. Always found the volatility of minute fundamental forces fascinating during the science classes of my medical training.
Well, it appears I've misreckoned you, dear. Please borrow whatever tickles your academic fancy. I've a book on gravitational effects on ballistics you might find riveting.
And useful. I wouldn't mind learning more about
Has anyone
them
seen
downstream
Jack?
functions, too.
He was patrolling the
Good
caves
bunk
in
time
Sector
reading.
13, but it doesn't
Appreciate it, Marisol.
Nah, but I wouldn't worry. Jack may be a hullhead, but he's got enough sense to make it back before dark.
I hope you're right. You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet.
Knock off the funny business.
Trooper! Hayes! I've no fair ideas of how to... Yes? Can I... it's...
Sarge, maybe they can help.
And who'll pay them for the assistance? You? Very well.
Same sucker, bad habit blocker. It tracks every movement like a hunting death stalker. Try a gross habit.
Ever since the attack last night, he's been unresponsive in communicating. The artillery bombardment was particularly heavy last night before Hayes put his hands over his ears, lay feet on the ground. And after the only thing that had come from... We must rouse him back to sanity. He's their sole earner, and should he be discharged? Yes. Well, maybe. They're the kind of sales roles you take when you're young. Sadly, thank you for...
Proud of brand frat. The
I'm
only
sorry,
large
but we
boy
just
you're
can't
that.
conduct business
Once
at
you
the moment.
fry in our...
Hostilities are afoot. Ratcheting up my aggression. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
All charged up.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Pretty pleased, Commander.
Prescription filled. To the rescue. Sight unseen. Happy to help. Discreetly.
Combatant scan.
Whoa there, go-getter. Say, have you ever considered the benefits of becoming a semi-confidential, unpaid informant for Auntie's Choice? Breathe once for yes. Let me take a gander. There should be a finder's fee if you bring these to them. We scour rival facilities for hidden recipe. It's a unique brand of...
Hell of a way of putting it. An agent of theirs wants liberate.
Information wants to be freed, then priced and shared along understood lines of commodification and distribution. Well, heard hints this place was some sort of off-the-book. The Order left some fairly formidable security in one building. Mention that in case the prospect of a mess of energy-based barriers. Based on your reticence, I take it you're bound for well, suppose we'll let you in. You might disable a death trap or two with your bodies, then we can step alternately if you... Assuming you don't die. Welcome back. Don't suppose you've learned anything new about that seeming lost a few peons. At some point, we'll work up the nerve to return. Uh-huh. Sure, do carry on.
Huh. Who's this now? Wouldn't be here to deliver. How might I help you? Yup, and... Oh, a customer. Appear to need some. Got a good supply. Just...
place is one big death trap. Want in? Be my guest.
Your new don't seem like enough. How about you? Know there's a war on, don't you? You here to help me win it? Oh, they did they? Hope you got that in right. Thing is, our local forces are in something of a bind. Said camp is situated betwixt here and points to the north. Take it out, if you're agreeable to other work, a Sub-Rosa finagler operates out of the Sub-Rosa works with both sides. What, and leave this place to the likes of them? Suppose you...
Oh, look who finally decided to appear.
Anais, you're not supposed to be here.
Events prove otherwise, don't they? While you were taking your time arriving, I found a way inside these corporate drones haven't discovered. I've grown rather adept at sneaking in and out of these so-called restricted areas unseen. Yes, plenty of them, and scads of dead Auntie's choice employees. They didn't get very far. I deemed it wise not to press my peak to...
Leave it to the Order to rigorously catalog everything.
Burn down initiation is listed on the top floor.
The research will be in reinforced containers, so enlisting the facility's own incineration measure.
I saw signs for heretical miscellany, time-wasting contrivances, detrimental cognitive enhancers, and
What we of the Order consider dangerous may seem...
Well,
I expect... I am not doubting your abilities. Quite the opposite.
Fine. Go. I uncovered a vent in that...
I'll hang... Wriggling through vents is a young person's game after all. We'll stay here. You find a way to disable these fences.
Got a lot on my mind, but I can make time.
taking a might marginal, Commander.
Research studies prove that disengaging from complex tasks for a time to engage the mind in unrelated challenges has downstream beneficial effects for problem solving. Thus, our department attempted to design a series of stress-reducing educational challenges to facilitate these efforts. After some light early successes, we refined further and received results beyond our wildest intent. Soon, members of other departments were idling away in our offices for hours, absorbed with what soon became known as brain puzzlements. My personal productivity was quite adversely affected by the mather. I still see it sometimes when I close my eyes. We finally locked them away to keep from engaging with them. Unfortunately, copies were smuggled out and distributed far and wide, leading to the oft-cited equational delay
Someone there?
incident.
Hello? Help! Please!
Thank you. You? Well, that's a relief. Didn't think I'd ever get free. Oh, this is all... Thank you. Thank you.
This is a mistake.
I'll be out of here as soon as it seems safe.
You're young and spry. You can handle that. We'll stay here. Who left this bench open? Security around here was tighter than normal.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Did I read that correctly?
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've got company in the form of...
Don't shoot! Believe I've pieced together what you all are up to here. And I am willing to offer a mute. Spied the signs on the way up. Our team has a keen interest in much of the research stored. Don't like the sound of that at all. By all...
The idea of any Order research falling into Auntie's choice hands is utterly abhorrent to me. I advise...
I could hear that, you know. Hoping she's not your main negotiator here. Oh, nothing particularly heinous. We may conceivably utilize some
Can't really predict how Auntie's choice would market her.
Unfortunately, she's right. And our R&D ain't what it used to be. We'd best be careful with any sensitive intel.
Understood. But if it's all the same to you,
I'll prep the burners and make sure... Burners are lit. Control board is activated. Commence the burn down process.
Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Yes, Commander. May the plan favor... Now's not the time for a tete-a-tete, I'm afraid.
Burn down controls are ready. Will you do the honors?
If it's all the same to you, I'll just dawdle here while you...
Well then, that seems sufficient. No half measures from the...
All right.
Reckon I could have mentioned that proprietary insight acquisition gets mighty...
Grateful to see our intent. That Auntie's field agent seemed...
My original notes and...
I'm sorry, but I saw on the terminal that an external party gained authorization to study it. There's at least one set of copies out there. I can't promise that. Give me some...
What do you need?
To go on and live your life.
You can't possibly expect to leave me behind again.
Why don't we burn that?
Suppose this is goodbye. Made it here before you, all right.
So we're good?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but good as ever. A new cause comes up and you take it on immediately. Whoever you are now.
Goodbye, Anais. Yes, she appreciate your support. Ah, Anais snuck something by me again, didn't she? I suppose you remain on my good side. May the... Set your scopes for combatant analysis. Mind the hostile.
Getting healed. Someone call for a medic. Titan on the way.
Reviving me is strategically optimal. Impossible. I'm incapacitated.